Good morning, Aurene. Thank you
Good
for
morning.
the time to come on the Education Chat. We really appreciate it. So can you start by telling me your name, the college you currently attend, and your major?
Well, hello, good morning to you both and everybody out there. My name is Aurene Carey, the college I go to, representing Barstow. And the major that I am taking is child development.
So with you taking child development, what was your primary motivation to return to school?
My kids. Everything I do is for my kids. I didn't have my time to shine once I graduated high school. I chose to go a different path. On top of that, I had a tragedy, so that's what made me stop. But then with my kids now, it's like I have to do something for them. I don't know when I'm gonna leave this earth. I have to leave something behind for them, so at least my legacy can, continue. So that's what made me want to go back to school, is because of my children. If they see me doing something, then they'll look at me and say, oh, well, mommy's doing it, we can do it. And she's pushing harder, because sometimes I want to quit and I can't. I have to look at them and say, I can't quit. I can't quit. So everything I do is for them little guys.
Would you say that it was an easy decision to go back to school, or was it something that you kind of had an internal battle and struggle with?
It was a fight for me, because it was like, we were in a situation out here. Our old landlord, he sold the property. So it was like going back and forth, with him. And it's like, okay, do I even have time for school? I'm trying to do Instacart. I'm trying to help my kids with their schoolwork. So it was a constant battle, like, okay, make up your mind, make up your mind. And it's like, in my mind, I just wanted to get out of this circle. And that's the same thing my mom tells me, like, rest in peace. She's like, you're going in a circle. You need to open that circle up. And I'm like, you know what? That's when I made the decision. Okay, it's time to, start off with an AA degree, that I'll be the first one in the family to have that. So it was a constant, like, pull and tug. And, I had my family to support me. So they were like very motivated for me to go back to school. Here I am, still sticking it out. One more year to go. I'll be out, done.
That's awesome. It's really cool that you were able to get that support. I know for some students, it's really hard to have that. So with your experience returning back to school as an adult, how has that impacted your life and your career path?
As I look back over the years, from 2001, I was young, I was dumb, following the crowd, wasn't being a leader. See, I could have probably been already forward with my degrees. I probably could have been working on my third or fourth degree, but of course, being a hardhead, kid, just graduated. As I look back, it's like, wow, those mistakes kind of helped me realize you don't have to follow everybody. If this is something you want to do and you do it for yourself, you have to push and make those efforts. Those decisions, it kind of changed a lot. I grew up, I had a family, and it was like, okay, those days are over. So now it's time to, like, get focused. We all have an expiration date. We don't know when we're going to leave this earth. So I don't want to follow other people. I want to be a leader. And that's what made my mind come to path with, is school for me? Is school not for me? Constant fight. Okay, school is for me. So over the years, those goals have really changed. And the decision that I made was a very excellent. I'll never trade it.
I think so too. That was very well said. I think something that's common with adult learners when they go back to school is they feel like kind of intimidated, like coming back to the scene. What were your fears? Like, did you have any like struggles that you needed to overcome in order to like get you through your first year back?
Actually, no. Technically, I was kind of brave to come back, because I've been wanting to come back for some years. And it was like just putting off. And then one day it just said, okay, look, Nicole, you gotta, do something with your life. So you don't want to be, 38, just sitting around, not doing nothing and watching the world go by. I understand some people are scared as adult learners, because it's like, for one, we're dealing with COVID, so I chose to do online school, and plus my children are online. So if COVID wasn't happening, I'll be on campus. I'll probably be causing a ruckus, making friends, having fun. But as an adult, it really sets you up for success. Some people look at it like, oh, if I go back to school, I'm not going to pass. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to make friends. It's okay. We all go through some type of struggle. But if we find the right people, then they can have our backs by supporting each other, and we can give that extra push, you know? So it was a very good decision for me. And like I said, I'll never trade that. I'll never trade it.
I really like how you mentioned it's about the people, because I feel like when it comes to college, it's all about who you surround yourself with.
Exactly.
Your company. So with that, you said going back to college is one of the best decisions you could have done for yourself. So with that, were there any surprises that you gained or some unexpected benefits that came as a result of going back to school?
One of the benefits was meeting new teachers that guide me or was guiding me through my career path, which is, you know, I want to own a 24/7 child daycare for those who can't find childcare anywhere, or, you know, they're afraid because of COVID. Hey, I welcome all of that in. And it is a process. So one of my teachers, Miss Denise, she was very helpful, you know, and sorry, try not to tear up, because she really gave me that push, you know. Yes, with everything so hectic and crazy around us, she told me not to give up. And then my other teacher, shout out to Mr. Gregory Cheek, he was also a good teacher. Like, till this day, he was one of the ones to push you. If you felt like you wanted to tap out, he was like, why you want to tap out? Give me a reason. And he still wouldn't let you tap out, you know. So as I like sit back and think from spring semester, those courses has helped me gain a lot.
Knowing what you do now, what knowledge would you like to share with others about the value of returning to college? Because it seems like you've gotten a lot of value from returning, experience and networking and all that. So we'd love to hear that from you.
Well, the value that I did gain is knowledge. I didn't have none of this knowledge, you know, growing up. Like I said, I was young, playing around in school, took school for a joke. But now as an adult, a mother, I take that knowledge to the heart, like seriously. And in this time, if I could just share a little bit, it was a struggle. We lost our place. We were living in a hotel. I'm in the HIP program. I finally graduated that. So I had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of struggles. And it was like, you have to, once again, like I said, you have to surround yourself around positive people, because if not, you'll always be down. So all the knowledge that my teachers gave me, I still keep that, you know, and I try to tell my friends about it, or I try to tell my associates, my classmates, especially my children, this is what you can get as an incentive. So with that being said, it's like my values are like, number one, I love school. If I didn't think about coming back to school, I would not be doing this podcast. I wouldn't be able to teach my children, and I wouldn't be setting an example. And I'm their mother, so I want to set an example for not just them, but for everybody who's around me, you know? So that's why I take my values that I've gained, from my classes, I take it to the heart, because like I said, I didn't know anything about owning a business. I was doing everything incorrect. And that's one of my teachers, Miss Denise. She was teaching a business class, and then my other teachers, they were teaching business classes. And I'm like, really? So I was doing this all wrong. So if you just sit and pay attention, you can really learn a lot. And that's what I gained.
And that's beautiful that you said that, because when it comes to learning, it's a process. You know, it's not something that happens overnight. And I feel like for a lot of people, we want it now. It's like it's immediate gratification. So I really like that you said that, how you stuck through it and you didn't give up, because I know there's days where you just want to shut the computer down and you just want to quit. So I relate to you 100%. And you mentioned your values. And with that, what advice do you have for anyone who is finding themselves in a similar position to you and wants to complete their education? What advice would you give to them?
My advice that I would give to you would be, stop where you at, take a deep breath, take it all in, and just let it out. And the reason why I say that is because from my personal experience, like Alysha said, I want to shut my computer all the time because it gets frustrating. You can't talk to the teachers when you need to. They get back with you like 2-3 days after, or you don't have the necessary tools that you need, or your internet may go down. It's like, ah. So And I went through that. And I still go through that. Even though I'm not taking no classes right now until January, I had to take a break, had to get my mind together. And I had to stop where I was at, think, breathe, let it all out. Because if not, I would have been a whirlwind, a tornado storming through this city. And I don't want to be like that. As an adult learner, I am just going to be 100% infinity, 1,000 honest. It is not easy, okay? Everybody look at the money, the financial aid. Hey, sometimes you're not even guaranteed to get financial aid. So where are you going to pay for your books? Where are you going to do this? Now you got to start thinking out the box. Oh my goodness, I got to do some kind of hustle. I got to do some kind of entrepreneur work. And everybody think college is easy. They don't explain everything. And, you know, it's only right if they just take the time and say, this is what college is like, but it's up to you to take those steps. Yes, we may want to go back to the first step. That's good because you're starting over, you're learning, and you remember, oh, okay, so this is what I did wrong. Let's try it again. Like they say, you knock yourself down, you get back up. That's what I do. Like I said, I want to tap out all the time, but I knock myself down. Where am I at? Right back up. So that's my advice that I would give to anybody. Don't tap out.
I love that. Such wise words. Before we let you go, I just want to let you know that it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Do you have any other reflections or anything that you'd like to share that we didn't already cover?
I just want to say, you guys, I've watched your last videos and you guys are doing awesome. I mean, there's a bigger word than awesome. I can't put my hand on it, but it's beyond amazing. It's beyond great. You guys keep doing what you guys are doing. You keep spreading the word, showing y'all love. You start getting yourselves out there because you're going to be somebody. You're going to be on that next TV show. You're going to be that great host that everybody keeps saying, oh, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. See, that's the thing. Everybody loves to put each other down, and that's not what I'm about. I love to support. And once again, shout out to my ASG team. Shout out to all the teachers who I had. Dr. Wilson, you're an amazing HIP program. Yeah, that's pretty much to my family and you guys, and keep shining bright. Keep shining bright. Don't let nobody take y'all shine. Don't let nobody shine outshine them. And you lend that helping hand, you guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys both.
You're amazing.
My cheeks hurt. I was
tired. Thank you.
Time. Oh my God. And your analogy game is just comes with wisdom and time. Like just hearing you talk, I'm over here reflecting back. I'm like, wow. Yeah. And I've never heard you talk like that. So that really warmed my heart like to pieces.
I love it. Yeah. Anytime you guys need some more speakers, hey, reach out to me. I'm down to do it, you know, because I feel not just my story, but everybody's story, you know, can help somebody.
Yeah.
Whatever they're going through.
You know, you didn't stop, and your story really is important, Aurene. Like, it's honestly,
so valuable. Yeah.
I mean, because I could talk, but I know we're on a time limit. I can talk.
30 minutes, girl. No, just kidding.
I can talk.
And thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome. When this was done, I'm sending you the link. Share it out.
Yes.
So I'll let you know, all right?
All right, you guys got it. You guys have a blessed Merry Christmas. If I don't see you, be safe. Wear your mask. And stuff like that. Hand sanitize. You already know, Alysha.
I already know. Well, you take care, Aurene. Thank you again.
All right, you guys do the same.
Bye.
Bye.